Welcome back to the Ask the Experts radio show, where we interview local professionals, experts in their field. Once again, we have Roger Wakefield from Texas Green Plumbing and his wife, Julie Wakefield, with JW Etiquette. All right, jumping right back into it, guys. You know, why do you focus on social media and radio so much, if you don't mind?
Anthony, we got contacted by Ask the Experts and said, look, we've had a lot of interest in a plumber and plumbing questions. Would you be interested in doing this? And they went back and they looked at our reviews. They looked at different things we had done on social media. And we said, yeah, this sounds great. The first time we came up here, we came in, just me and John Wolf. And whenever we left, Sarah Crilly showed up with Jeff Crilly, and they've got, cameras and mics and lights and
there's a whole to-do.
An entourage, exactly.
Yeah.
And when I walked out, I saw that, and I was like, oh, my gosh, that is so smart. So the next month, I brought in my video guy then, Cliff, and we set up 1 or 2 cameras. We videoed it, and then we started breaking it up and putting it out on social media. And Will and I had done some video work at the shop, and his editing skills are amazing.
Okay.
And it's the thing he loves least. But he is really, really good at it. And it's funny because, I get recognition for him from people around the world. Look, what Will's doing for you is fantastic. So we really got good at social media, and we started taking this show and breaking it up into different sections and sharing it different places, and it's been good. So now we're actually looking at building a studio in the shop so we can bring in other people and interview them and record it and put it out in different areas, all kinds of different social media platforms.
That's definitely the way to go with it. And while I have a space here, let's go ahead and get some phone numbers out there. Let's, Julie Wakefield, if you'd like to get a hold of Julie with JW Etiquette, and she's going to explain a little bit more about JW Etiquette. But the phone number is 972-268-9500. And on the World Wide Web at jwetiquette.com. Once again, 972-268-9500. And if you'd like to get a hold of Roger and you have some plumbing needs, his number is 972-442-4101. And on the World Wide Web at texasgreenplumbing.com. And you can also go to his YouTube channel and subscribe. Hit the bell, right?
Absolutely. Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. All right, moving on, I guess, with everything, and I guess, is a cheaper plumbing company as good as an expensive one?
We get asked a lot, and I tell people all the time, and Julie, I know you get this because you answer the calls, but we are not a cheap plumbing company, and I've never wanted to be a cheap plumbing company. If I've ever needed an attorney, I never walked in and said, hey, are you the cheapest attorney in town? Because that's the one I want.
Oh, yeah.
Or even a doctor. It's like, hey, I don't want a doctor that went to Harvard or Yale. I want one that went to the online school of medicine because you're going to be a whole lot cheaper. I always wanted to be the best plumber. And that's why studying plumbing and learning about it was big to me. But Julie, let me ask you this. We get people that have called cheap plumbers and had them come out and do work. How does that normally work out?
Well, there's a sign that says, we repair what your husband fixed. Sometimes I feel like we repair what your plumbing company fixed.
Or your handyman.
Yes, absolutely. So you get what you pay for. You have videos out that people can go and learn about plumbing. They can study, they can educate themselves, and they can even learn how to do things themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And once you
because there are some things that you can do at home that are easy.
Sorry about that, but
but
go ahead, Anthony. What you got?
Oh no, that was one of the first things that whenever you'd when I met you the first time that you're like, this is what I do, and I thought that makes you stand out more so than any other, not just plumber, but business owner. That you go out and you take that step to where. Your consumer is not maybe not your customer, but they're your consumer.
You bet.
Exactly.
And all customers are not my customers.
Yeah.
And I get that. And I have people that call. Julie gets them most time, but every now and then I'll answer the phone and they call up and say, look, how much is it to do this? And to be honest, nobody can give you a fair, exact price over the phone. That's like calling the doctor and saying, "Hey, it hurts right here. How much is it to fix that?" You know, he can't tell you that.
Achy breaky heart.
You bet. And so the thing is we tell them, look, we have an evaluation fee. We'll send a plumber out there. We'll look at the problem. Then we can give you an accurate price. And when people say, yeah, but I want to know how much it is, then you know what? You're not my customer, because number one, all you're worried about is price. But the only way that we can lower our price is we can either lower the quality of our work, the quality of our plumber, or the quality of our material. And I don't want to lower any of those. I want to do the best job. And it's a big difference. And like I said, Julie, we hear from other people that have called a cheaper plumbing company. It doesn't always work out, does it?
Well, no. And Roger, to speak to you and the vision that you had for this company when you started is we hire character first. We want to hire people that will come in and do an honest job, that will repair it correctly, give you the price that will fix it, and not just somebody who's been in plumbing for 38 years. We want somebody who has good character and moral values as well, because that speaks to us and our reputation. So I think you can hire people to come in and fix it. That doesn't mean they fix it right. And I think a big red flag is for anyone who comes in and installs a water heater or does something under your slab or something that needs to be permitted, and they go, oh, we're not going to permit that.
Yeah, right. We're not going to permit it to save you money.
Boo.
Right. No, that's a red flag.
A big red flag.
I don't ever mind a city inspector coming in and inspecting our work. And sometimes we get red tagged. Oh, you didn't do it this way, or didn't do this, or this in this city we want it done this way. Okay, we'll go back and fix that. We want it done right. And I don't mind anybody inspecting our work.
We've got different codes here in Texas. We've got the UPC and the IPC, and they are a little different. And each city has their own little certain things that they want done their certain way. And water heaters are a good one. Different cities have different requirements, and you never know what you're going to get into. But, as a plumbing company, we do try to know what each city wants, what each city requires, and try to do that. But, yeah, we make mistakes too, but we don't quit till it's 100% right, no matter what.
Exactly.
So you came to Texas Green Plumbing from JW Etiquette, and you still have JW Etiquette, I know, because you still travel around the world and teach people manners, etiquette, and protocol.
Right.
So what is JW Etiquette? What do you do there?
Wow. We do a lot at JW Etiquette. We work with anyone from high school to college students to young professionals on up to corporate training, work with sales teams, customer service teams on how to communicate and how to present yourself in the best light. Like I said, 85% of your success does not come from your technical training. It comes from your ability to communicate and present yourself in the best light. So we do everything from answering phones to dressing to how to shake hands, how to have a conversation, how to go through a business meeting, how to go through a business meal. I do a lot of the dining etiquette because a lot of people are not really sure what to do with your napkin, which fork to use, how do you hold the knife and fork. And today, and we have such a blend of cultures in our country that people will use the American style of eating combined with the continental style, and they want to know, is it okay, or what's the difference? And so we have these great classes. They're usually about 2 hours, and we bring people in and go through a mock business meal and talk about, when do you talk about business? When is it appropriate to talk about business? At what course? How to go through, can you cut your lettuce? That sort of thing.
So, and I love it because I know that you've worked with some of the really elite athletic programs around, college athletes, student athletes. And I think it's great because a lot of student athletes maybe don't sit home and eat dinner at a dining table every night. They may not know how to hold a knife and fork the right way. They may not know how to act in a very nice restaurant or things like that. And I know this because I've talked to you about some of the classes that you've done. But I think it's so neat that student athletes, I know the Big 12 enacted a deal where they are requiring their student athletes go through an etiquette training program. And it's really neat because these are the professionals of the future. Whether it is a professional athlete or a professional business person, most of these guys with that college education are going to do something professionally. And I love the fact, because the schools that you've been to, I'm very proud of, and it's not UT, even though they did beat Georgia the other day, and I thought that was great at the Sugar Bowl.
Let's just throw that in here.
Sorry, I just had to slide that in a little bit.
Good job.
Any Georgia fans? I'm sorry about your bad luck.
Hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em, brother. Bevo started it out right, going after the little dogs.
I seen that little dog trying to run for his life.
Goodness.
That's right. Hey, the Bulldogs ran from the horns the rest of the day too, so it was a good night. Had fun watching it. But back to the etiquette. And guys, I'm a plumber. I mean, I graduated high school. I didn't go to college until I joined the union and started going through their instructor training program. But to learn the things that you teach, and I am your work in progress, and I understand that. I don't absorb that part very well, but that's why we keep progressing. So what is the biggest thing that you see from interns? Because I know you work for large corporations also. What's the biggest thing you see, the questions that they ask that, look, what can I do to get better here, or what can I do to get better there?
Mostly it's about when people call me in, it's just about the transition from college into the career. It's mostly about what is the appropriate dress, for this company. We had this conversation this morning at breakfast. There are some industries that still require professional dress, and then there are a lot of industries who are going into, you can wear jeans in the office. It's fine, but know when you're going to meet a client, you're representing more than just yourself. You're representing the brand of your company as well. So make sure you're planning your dress and how you present yourself. How do you introduce yourself?
A couple of things that I've picked up from you that were just really huge for me, and I've learned from classes that you've taught, and I have come to see you teach some of your classes, so I'm familiar with it. But a couple of the really things that I picked up that were like, wow, that is just huge, is like if you're a college graduate and you're on your first job and you're taking a customer out to dinner, it's not about you eating dinner and you getting what you want.
That's right.
It's all about building that relationship with that customer.
Right.
And another thing that I've picked up and learned along the way is, say that we're working for Fred's Widget Company, and I'm taking you out as a customer to try to get you to buy from Fred's Widget Company. Right. You're not buying from Fred's Widget Company. You're buying because of the relationship that we build. Mm-hmm. And that's part of what you teach, is it not?
Right. Well, we always want to do business with people that we know, like, and trust. And so we always have a choice. There's always competition out there. And
if we're not out taking good care of our customers,
somebody else is.
Some other company is.
Absolutely.
Isn't that the proverbial, if you don't, they will.
Absolutely.
And I guess, not to interrupt anybody, but we're going to take a break. But once again, I want to get Julie's phone number out there again, and also your number. If you'd like to call Julie and you need some, I guess, Julie, do you do corporate events? So anybody that wants to contact you, they can contact you?
Absolutely.
Okay, and it's going to be 972-268-9500 or on the World Wide Web at jwetiquette.com. Once again, the phone number 972-268-9500. And if you'd like to get a hold of Roger, it's 972-442-4101 or texasgreenplumbing.com. This is Anthony Cernelia with Ask the Experts Radio Show on Talk Radio 1190. We'll be right back after these messages.